Hello everyone, it's weekend again and happy weekend to all of you. But unfortunately where I am guys, our weekend is very wet and windy. So I decided I'm just going to stay in this section of my garden which has the overhead cover. So here in Australia, it's already springtime, and you know springtime, our succulent plants are start flowering. So when they flower, they also attract some beneficial insects and non-beneficial insects. So since this weekend our weather is not really very fantastic, I decided I'm just going to stay in this section of my garden which I'm protected from getting wet. So what I'm going to do this weekend, I'm just going to look around this section of my garden and see if my succulent plants hasn't been attacked by mealybugs yet and aphids. So join me guys, let's look around this section of my garden, and I hope you're still going to enjoy our video this weekend. So before we start doing our chores today, I'm just going to give you a closer look first and look around what's the condition of my succulent plants in this section of my garden. So from the start here, I have this beautiful ruby necklace that has a variegation color, and look at how beautiful this color. I love this variegated ruby necklace. I love the color. And this beautiful Ionium shellhound. It has a nice beautiful color as well. And on the top of this pot, I have this mixture of succulent plants that I attach in these off-cut trees that I repurposed from our front yard. And over here in this middle part, it's a mess. I have this beautiful Ionium crested. This is Ionium sunburst crested. On this side, we have a lot happening here. I have all of these Ionium sunburst, and my purple delight is flowering. And then we have these Ioniums attached on this post. So welcome to my garden. So this one is Ionium medusa, and I have a big pot there that's full of different types of succulent plants with Ionium sunburst. And at the bottom here, I have this echeveria that is also flowering. So we're going to inspect them and see if they haven't been attacked by mealybugs or aphids yet. And some of my little potted plants of succulents, like these agavoids here, they are growing lots of these flower stalk. So over here, mostly the agavoids I noticed already are growing some flower stalk. And this one here, this agavoids, I think this is white agavoids ebony. If we have a closer look, this flower stalk already attacked by the aphids. So it's really very important when springtime comes, when our succulent plants start flowering, then you have to start inspecting them and see what's their condition, and if your plant has been already attacked by the aphids or mealybugs. That's the time you have to decide if you're going to leave the flower stalk or if you're going to remove them. But for me, I decided I'm going to remove all this flower stalk so that it will be prevented from attacking by the non-beneficial insects. So that's what we're going to do today. So let's start and remove all these flower stalk from our succulent plants to avoid some infestation of aphids and mealybugs. So I'm going to start in this section of my garden, and I already sanitized my tools. So I love using a snips that has a long and pointy tip, so I can easily go in the bottom of the flower stalk. I also have a bucket here where I will going to put the cut off flower stalk. So let's start and remove all these flower stalk to prevent from the infestation of aphids and mealybugs. So let's going to have a closer look on the plant that we're going to cut. All right. Okay, so we will going to cut all these flowers took off the agavoids hybrid varieties. So some of these are hybrids and some of these are not. So most of these on the top here are agavoids variety. This one here, this is hybrid of agavoids lipstick. So I also need to remove all these dried leaves, but I'm going to do that next time. So first thing first, I'm just going to remove all these flower stalk first, because this will be the one that we're going to attack by the aphids and mealybugs. So let's start doing that. But if you are planning to do some cross-pollination and grow some varieties of this plant from seeds, then you have to keep the flower stalk and just keep monitoring them. Just keep monitoring your plant so that you can prevent them from infesting your succulent plant. So at the bottom here, we also have a lot of this flower stalk. Now this one here, this is, I think this is Mendozae. Graptopetalum Mendozae. And this one, I don't have the identification. I think this is Kuso, Echeveria Kuso. I usually have a brush on me as well when I do this job. So if I see some mealybugs in between of those leaves, I'm just going to brush them off for now. And then later on, we will going to spray them with the pesticide. So if you just keep up on doing this, probably we can avoid the infestation of the aphids and mealybugs. So even this Lola, I love the flower stalk of this Lola, but I decide to remove this as well. So this Lola really have a lot of flowers. So we're just going to remove them all. And not only that, this Lola also got a lot of weeds growing. So I have to also remove all these weeds. But for now, I will just concentrate in removing all these flower stalk so that we can keep up on the work today. Now this one is white ebony. Right. So doing this, guys, is really very satisfying for me. So putting that overhead cover really make it easy for me to do my maintenance here in this section, even the weather is not good. This one here is another ebony. So I think removing this flower stalk as well, it makes our plant more tidy up, because the flower stalk, I think, of the succulent plants, they're not really attractive for me. Now this one, I might let this stay because I want to propagate a leaf from here. This one is lovely rose. Aphids love lovely rose. So let's remove that. And I will let this one stay as well because I want to propagate some of that leaf. Let's cut this. We can pick the one that is not coming out yet. So I have a bird there that enjoying the flowers stalk before I'm going to remove it. I think he knew or she knew that I'm removing all those flower stalks. Alright, so that bird is gone. So let's continue removing all this flower stalk. So we're here in the middle part, and let's all remove this flower stalk as well. Now I tried to do some cross-pollination, and I tried to grow an agavoids from seeds, but I don't have a success of growing agavoids from seeds, so I don't bother to do that again. I will just going to wait until they produce babies on me. Then that's how I propagate my agavoids variety. Although it takes a while before these agavoids give us babies, but we're just going to be patiently, we will just patiently wait until they will produce babies for us. So I'm just going to remove this one as well, because these flowers also is taking some nutrients for our mother plant. Okay, there's a lot in here. So I have another Romeo here, so we will just carefully remove this flower stalk as well. So pretty. So all of them really have a very pretty color. This one is Blood Maria. Our baby finger, we're just going to cut that. Now this also has a lot of weeds that I need to remove. Maybe one day I'm going to repot this. Okay, this one I repotted it. It didn't like it. So look at the color. I think, I'm not sure if I'm going to lose this. So it didn't like the repotting. Okay, where else? So some of these plants that I have here, I lost the identification. So sorry if I can tell you what's the ID for this. Hang on, I seen a mark in here. Oh, this one is Echeveria hercules. We have another agavoids. Pretty one. Okay. So I have more to do there on that side as well. And I have this mixture of Echeveria in a blue pot. Now we're just going to remove this one. Okay, so I think this arrangement I made it last year and it's already overgrowing the pot. So maybe this one is time for repotting so that we will give this one a room to grow. Okay, so we will going to move on that side. So I think this one is this is a variety of ghost plant. I'm not 100% sure. So we will going to remove all this flower stalk. Anyway, the flower stalk's not really pretty. It looks messy in this plant. So we have this beautiful Madiba. So I only have one Madiba, Echeveria Madiba or Madiba. So just have to slowly going to pick that one. And then right at the back of Madiba we have the Agavoid lipstick, but at the moment this lipstick is not colorful, so we will wait summertime and this will going to produce a beautiful color. So let's pull this one out. Right, so we are ready here in this corner. We're moving fast. So this one is, I think, red tips. I'm not sure. Let's just remove everything. Alright, I have another Lola here. Alright, so just remove that. So we are ready in this side of my garden. So just enjoy the beauty of the plants, guys, while we're removing this flower stalk. Now lately we have a lot of rain and windy conditions, so that is why I haven't able to make videos consistently. So my bucket is nearly full. They are very, very pretty this time of the year. So down the bottom here we have this Cryptopetalum mendozae. So we're going to also, let's see if we can just do this. Remove all these flower stalk. And this is also a magnet for aphids, this mendozae. They love the flower stalk of mendozae. So we will just going to pick that one with our bare hands because there's a lot in here. So we will going to use both of our hands in removing these flower stalks. So we will going to finish it quicker. There. And when we remove all these flower stalk, then they will look prettier than with the flower stalk. Now this one here, I think this is agavoids mirror, not 100% sure. So I planted these agavoids in this bonsai pot and it looks so pretty. Right, so over here, this corner, I have this agavoids lipstick. So it also has a lot of these flowers, so we will remove that one as well. So agavoids lipstick, guys, is one of my favorite agavoids because they are very hardy, and if we just going to expose them in a strong sunlight, you will get a really beautiful agavoids lipstick. The color is so amazing. So let's remove that. And actually this agavoids lipstick, they don't really get a bad infestation of aphids or mealybugs. I think mealybugs don't like them, but I like it. Pretty. Alright, so that's easy. I got it so quick. So I think I'm done for today. I already removed most of the flower stock in this section of my garden, and it started raining again. Here's the look of our weather. Really wet and very cloudy and really cold. And I fill up the bucket of this flower stock. So next weekend, what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray these plants with this I have here, with this contador. So this contador kills 2 ways of systemic and contact. So it kills mealybugs and aphids, which the one really attacking our succulent plants. So have these millipedes and earwig that also attack our succulent plants, but I still have to get the pesticides for that. Since our video is already 20 minutes long, so next weekend I'm going to share to you another maintenance I do when spring comes in our garden. So I'm going to spray the pesticide, put some ant killer, and also fertilize my succulent plants. Actually, I only use a seaweed solution for my succulent plants for maintenance, and that's what we're going to do next weekend. And I also going to share my potting mix. I have a request from one of our viewers to share my potting mix on my video. So next week, that's what we're going to do, and I hope you enjoy our video for this weekend. So far everything is good, all the flower stalks are gone, and I hope that this will help to prevent from those aphids and mealybugs attacking my succulent for now, until I'm going to spray with this systemic pesticide to really protect them from the infestation of mealybugs and aphids. So next weekend, guys, I hope you stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy our video this weekend, and I will see you next time, guys. Bye. So that's it for now, guys, and thanks for tuning in. And if you found this tip helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more plant care. So happy gardening to all, and I hope I'll see you all next time.